Hey, listen, my son, I teach you 6 masculine ways to stop watching at women with lust. It's not so easy. Are you ready for that? Listen to me, son. Out of there, in the modern world, you find mainly 2 types of men. Those that simp for women without dignity and those that hate and blame women for everything. Do you fit in one of those categories? Both of them are pitiful. But luckily, there are some men that operate on a different level. And you, my son, at the end of the video, can be one of them. Listen, these men are rare, and they never simp nor they hate women. In fact, these high-value men are focused on their own purpose, and they don't let their sexual desire distract them from the path. Beware, my son, lust is a very strong desire in men, and you will never be successful in life if your lustful thoughts overpower you. Listen carefully, because now we will go over 6 powerful ways to control and win over your lust. Number 1, control your lust, my son. First of all, you need to learn how to control and channel your lust. Most guys don't have any control over their emotions, and this makes them slaves to their animal desires. Many of them squeeze the wiener all day and stay in bed scrolling the phone like a little lazy worm. Some others are constantly wasting time simping over girls on social media. It's truly pathetic and completely wrong. Listen, lust is a natural human emotion, and like any other emotion, it can become a superpower if you know how to channel it. The harsh reality is that most guys lack self-control. When they're angry, they will break things. And when they are full of desire, they waste energy with lustful thoughts and actions. You know what I mean. It's crucial to understand that to gain success, you must control your feelings and your thoughts. When you satisfy yourself playing with your wiener, you became lazy and weak. Instead, while you don't, your mind became sharper and you became more secure. With a sharper mind, you have more power to set your plans and achieve your goals. If you struggle to stay away from wiener fight, I suggest you to watch the dedicated video that I have prepared in the channel. Number 2, boundaries on your phone. Listen, my son, to win your bad behaves, you need to go gradually, step by step. Set some boundaries and strict rules to yourself. If you follow Instagram models or take your phone to bed with you late at night, there is a good chance you will go down a dark path and waste your energy. And at the very least, you will waste time scrolling and watching girls online like a simp. Listen, it is very embarrassing and a complete waste of time. Your phone is a very powerful device and can be at the same moment useful or extremely self-destructive. All depends on how you use it. Think about that for a second. Your phone can be used for gaining new knowledge and even for making money. But the most of guys use their phones to self-sabotage. They destroy themselves with distractions, sneaking on other people's life with lust on valueless girl. While you chase pleasure instead of success, you will end up in a black hole that suck out all your energy. My son, stay away from temptation. I advise you to unfollow girls on Instagram, stop mindless scrolling on TikTok, and use your bed for sleep instead of watching sexual content. Do not be cocky and think your willpower alone is strong enough to handle the temptations. You will need to focus your mind in better activities like reading, working out, learning new skills, etc. Number 3, identify your lust triggers and kill them. If you want to win a battle, first you need to know your enemies. Listen, my son, if you don't understand your desires, you can't control them. So the next time you experience feelings of lust, think about what's going on. For instance, if you realize that you've been using sexual thoughts or behaviors to cope with boredom, set an intention to form better, healthier habits. Reading, studying, going outside, working out. You have plenty of options. You may realize that those lustful thoughts show up more when you're bored and inactive. In fact, boredom is actually one of the most common reasons why guys get lost in their sexual desires. Think about it. We live in times where we're so hyperstimulated in every social media. People can't even be bored anymore without their desires taking over instantly. That is why they will grab junk food or start fighting with wiener in the moment they have nothing going on. I advise you to keep yourself busy in activities. If you can't go outside or you have already trained, the next best thing is to keep your mind busy. Try listening to a podcast or an audiobook. Keep your mind busy with interesting tasks. While you're doing that, you can control your lust easily. Number 4, don't look at her. Beware, my son. Don't give her power. Don't be a simp. Women feel a sense of power when men turn their heads for them, or even when you put to them tons of likes and comments. Attention and compliment are their currency for power, and they chase it all the time. That is why you must know how to deny them of that power. Even if you feel tempted by a woman and feel lustful thoughts, you must know how not to show it to her. Because turning your eyes to look at her will stroke her ego and give her satisfaction. Nothing feels better than walking past a woman that is used to getting attention and not giving her a single look. My son, do not misunderstand it. I'm not saying you should act insecure and look at the ground when a girl walks by you. Instead, you must ignore her while still being supremely confident in yourself. Just look forward or in another direction, and don't give them what they want. It will both humble her and help you to control your lustful desires. Don't comment woman posts and don't put your like. Be disciplined. Number 5, find your motivation. My son, to win a thought war, you need to be strongly motivated. What you want to achieve from your life, how you want to improve. Think about it and make a list of your goals. When you set a goal for yourself, whether it's eating healthier or getting a better physique or even resisting sexual temptation, it helps to have a clear idea of why you're doing it. Sacrifices are easier to do while you keep in mind why you are doing them. Take some paper and a pen, write down the main reasons why overcoming lust is important to you. And every time you feel tempted, take it and read it again. For example, your list might include things like, I don't want short-term pleasure to destroy my potential, or self-discipline is an important part of my spiritual beliefs. Whatever your personal reasons are, write them down on a list and keep them on hand. Number 6, put in practice your list, my son. As we said before, when you keep yourself busy, you stay away from lust. Put your phone down and dedicate to your priority. So take your list and go to action. Improve yourself to achieve your goals. There are 2 main driving forces in the mind of any man. The first is the desire to conquer goals, and the second is the desire to conquer women. Fortunately for you, your mind only has space for one of these voices at a time. This means that it's very difficult to distract a hard-working man that is in the flow state, aiming for goals. No amount of sexual content will interrupt his mind, especially if he's too busy conquering an objective. Imagine a soldier going to war. What do you think is going on in his mind? At that time, surely the desire to win the war, protect his brothers and clear the objective. Or do you think that he wastes time simping for a woman? Listen, my son, when you are a single man, make it your sole purpose to work towards goals. And once you achieve some, aim bigger. Always keep your mind occupied with new goals to conquer. While you improve yourself, in that process, you became a magnet for women. I promise you, my son, keep improving and women will come straight at your feet. In fact, woman is attracted by high-value man, those that are able to handle their own life. In the channel, I explain in details you how to ignore woman and how to become attractive. My son, be sure don't miss next important videos. Subscribe to the channel.